I would say I have a huge family. I got my fishing family, my family at home. Now that my son's getting older, we kind of got us a baseball family. So basically anybody that's close in our circle is considered family. We grew up on a farm, so we fished, either in a creek or a pond or somewhere all summer long, every summer. My dad took me bass fishing for the first time when I was about 12 years old out on Lake Conway. And from there, it just kind of took hold. It was, I enjoyed catching that very first bass. I can remember I caught on a white and blue spinnerbait, and just kind of hadn't looked back since. I fished my first bass tournament when I was 18. I actually fished with my high school basketball coach. Actually, I won't say 17. I was a junior in high school. I actually played college baseball, and that was my dream, was to play professional baseball. I made it to college, and unfortunately, I wasn't good enough, and I had some arm issues when I got in college, and I had the choice of, having some pretty major surgery or just getting out, and I decided, by then I was already missing the spring fishing season, and I was really hung on fishing, so I just decided I would hang up the baseball and just fish. I want to say it was 2006. I won the Angler of the Year on the Mr. Bass of Arkansas, which is one of the harder tournament series in the state. I decided, I'm going to give this a shot, go fish a few opens and just see what happens. I fished my first professional tournament in 2007, and in 2008 I won my first and only professional event, which that catapulted me into the Elite Series. I fished the Elites from 2009 until 2016, and I've been on the FLW Tour since. It's like a sickness in a way, but it's been the most fun times of my life. It's been some of the most stressful. In 12 years, I've still am working a full-time job. I never have, I guess, got to that pinnacle where you can just totally concentrate on fishing. And a lot of it's me. A guy has to go all in to really do it, and I'm not going to jeopardize, my family just for something that, to me, it's a sport and I want it to be my profession, but right now I'm not going to jeopardize what I've worked for all my life just for a passion of mine. I have other people to think about. I could sit here and name 100 people, that took a little time to teach me different things growing up. One of my good friends that this was kind of his dream too when I started, was for me to make it big and fish for a living. His name is Kenny Dillon. He passed away 2 years ago. Actually, I was on my way home from an FLW tournament. His wife called me and he had passed away that morning. He had gotten real sick. And he was wanting to retire and travel with me and practice. And he really pushed me hard to continue. My goal was actually just to fish on the Elite Series for 1-2 years, just so I could say I'd done it. And he was there doing all he could to help me, work with sponsors and pushing me to make it a career. I say everybody that's ever went fishing or taken me fishing, I want to say thank you. Last but not least, my wife. To do what we're doing, my wife's had to do without a lot because I spend all our extra time and money on this sport. And if it wasn't for her, I would never be where I'm at today.